The rest of you, Aurelia, you and Kazariz make the tent.
Mhm.
And you see him like kind of chewing on his fingernail going, watch order. We don't know this area.
Yes.
We can't know that we can't just sleep. We have to keep an eye on ourselves.
I don't sleep.
I don't either.
But you have to, as a fellow elf, we do have to trance,
Mhm.
which means we have to be inactive, which you can't keep real watch and trance at the same time. It's very inadvisable. If you've ever been snuck up on by a bear while you're in a trance, you will do it once. And if you live, you still only do it once.
Should we do it in pairs? That way it's not just one of us that's not asleep or in trance.
That would be smart.
Okay.
I would
can
say
take first
go ahead.
watch.
Okay, so that's the first 2 hours. Who's next?
next?
I'll do it too.
So you're going to be second watch.
I'll do third.
And I'll take
Belle.
the last.
Alrighty. So, as the four of us go into the tent to crash out, Kazriz sleeping, like, giving you guys as much distance as he can. He doesn't want to be like a creeper. He kind of like sleeps away from everybody. And so, Dana, roll me a survival check, please.
I would like it to be known that Aurelia is a cuddler, so she big spoons him. She big spoons him. But he's not Little Spoon. He's not Big Spoon. He's Little Spoon.
Little spoon.
And she like pulls him in and like snuggles in.
It's cold.
It is cold.
Snuggling for warmth.
Dana
it's
during
like-
her
this
watch
is
is up in a tree.
And this is like completely subconscious. Aurelia is asleep. She's just whatever she's close with, she grabs and snuggles.
So it could literally be Belle, it could be Meredy, it could be anybody. You're
Yep.
just going to snuggle
Yep.
that person.
It's just whoever's the closest and whoever she's facing,
Mhm.
like she will snuggle with them.
She just knows to not even in her subconscious, she knows not to accidentally snuggle Dana.
She like reaches and she's like, oh no.
Never
Belle
mind.
very much welcomes the physical touch.
Okay, so I'm looking for.
Can I be like, while I'm doing the watch, can I be like kind of doing something to keep my hands busy?
All the
Yeah,
snuggles?
sure. What do you want to do? It can't
All
be
of
anything
the
too involved,
snuggles.
but you can, of course, do something.
I'd like to think that, just to keep up with her disguise kit, you know, as they're traveling, she occasionally, like, if she sees something that feels like would be a good color to add stuff to her disguise kit, she's just sitting there in the tree, kind of cutting up and mushing up the stuff that she finds to kind of, like, replenish her face powder.
Okay, that's fair. So with your survival check, there's no danger. Everything is quiet as the moon begins to rise slowly and over over the land of Aventir. You are somewhat interested in all the night sounds that you hear, because there are no night sounds really, except for dripping and scary shit in the Underdark. And there wasn't really much in the Necromancer's Tower, because that was just dead. Also with the Wretched Caverns, it's just cave sounds.
Yeah.
So the birds and the crickets and the little chittering of little woodland creatures kind of really like grabs your attention, and you take comfort in the fact that, you know, it's just for the first time in a long time, you're out in the open traveling and under the night sky and pretty damn happy. Life's okay. You're on the way to adventure. So your watch passes, and you go to wake up Meredy. And as you do, Kazrisk wakes up and he says to Meredy, "Do you have dark vision? Can you see in the dark?"
I actually don't remember, Cloud.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, I can. I'll take my watch with you.
Okay.
Excuse me. And he kind of like wiggles out of, like, infernal creature, let me go. She's strong.
Put a sack, put a bag or a bed.
I release them and I immediately roll over and grab Belle.
Of course you would.
And Belle just snuggles in further.
Actually, it's warm. It's very warm. Even with the lack of is there a lack of
Creature.
socks? Or are you wearing socks
Yes.
at the moment?
Because of the cold, sadly, I think I am wearing socks, but the love is still there.
That's fine. That's fine.
I was about to not feel special, but it's okay.
Dana goes into the tent, into the corner. She goes off in her little corner by herself and kind of curls up, puts her cloak, and kind of you know how cats like croissant or loaf themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of
Yes.
what she does to keep herself warm inside of her cloak. But she's not fully asleep because I'm assuming trance is like you're not fully asleep, but like can you still like are you kind of aware of your surroundings in trance or no?
I would say if you were to roll a perception check while in a trance, you'd have disadvantage.
Okay.
People are in the combat tracker.
She's just listening to the nature
Scary.
sounds,
Fair enough.
keeping her calm.
So the two of you go, you and Kazris Murdy go out into the camp, and you kind of like where are you posted up? Where are you sitting? Are you sitting by the fire? Are you kind of going off into the?
I have a fire to keep kind of warm as it is night.
Hold on one second.
Kazris is kind of like pacing around the campfire, just looking around, keeping an eye out in the darkness. And he says, "Well, here we are.
We are.
Roll me a survival check." As you're talking to Kazris, he stumbles into a ray of moonlight. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's unfortunate for me. As he stumbles into the moonlight, his visage changes. Golden eyes stare at you, and he looks like this.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
He says, "Gods, they always said I was clumsy." And as he stares at you, the yellow orbs of eyes grow bigger and bigger as he uses a skill that he has called Vengeful Glare. And you feel your limbs lock, and you're paralyzed.
Can I speak?
Paralyzed.
Okay.
Oh
This
no.
is unfortunate. This was before this was supposed to happen. Damn it. The wizard's not going to be pleased about this. Meredy, you weren't there when the Revenant was attacking Shell, were you?
No. No, yes. Following her afterwards, but not the initial attack.
Okay,
So I don't
you,
really know what is going on.
You would recognize that this is a Revenant. You have no idea what the relationship is between the Revenant and your party, but you know they are sent to hunt one being by a wizard. And until it is dispelled by wish magic, it is going to hunt forever. He circles around you slowly. I have a minute. I have 1 minute. I have 1 minute. I have 1 minute. What am I going to do?
Bad news bears. Absolutely.
And he takes a vial of green liquid. And he's going to roll a stealth check. Everybody, please tell me what your passive perception is. It would be on your main tab. And it would be the PERC number next to your speed and stuff.
17.
Okay.
15.
15.
What was yours,
Oh,
Seth?
18.
18. Okay. And then 11, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sneakily rummaging through your packs, Meredy, he grabs all your gold, your healing potions.
Just mine.
Hold on. And he's going to do it for the rest of the party as well. All the healing potions are gone. You, Merity, you can still see. So as he comes out of the tent, he uncorks each healing potion, puts a drop of green liquid into it, recorks them and puts them back. Taking all the gold, he empties them into a pouch. He takes his cloak, wafts it around him, like flourishes it around him, and disappears. You would recognize that as some kind of a dimension teleportation spell. It's not like leaving the plane of existence, but it is leaving your direct area. Before he disappears, he takes your glaive, stabs it into the ground next to you, and takes this book of woodland stuff that he has been writing in this whole time, and signs it, writes in it briefly, and hangs it from your glaive, and disappears. As a minute goes by, you're like trying to push and pull your muscles, and nothing works. Until finally the last second ticks away, and you stumble to the ground with all the force you've just tried to exert, and he's gone.
Oh God. I'm still paralyzed, or am I good? I'm good now.
You're good now.
Okay. So as soon as he's gone, I scream at the top of my lungs.
Everyone
Oh
hears it.
goodness.
Jesus, fuck! And I like get up and I like.
And I immediately, I know there's something hanging from my glaive, but I'm immediately running into the tent and I am viciously pulling out everyone's potions of healing, and I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm like screaming, and I run out of the tent with them, all of them.
Merity, and I follow her. I'm like, what's wrong?
The guy, and I can't speak, and I just start throwing all these potions on the ground, breaking the bottle. I'm like, I don't know who he really was or what he was doing, but he put something in the potion. You can't touch it. And I just keep throwing them.
And I kneel in front of her, and I like look, I like pull her to like look at me, and I'm like, deep breath. I won't touch them. I won't touch the potions. Just deep breath. What happened?
He walked into the moonlight, and his eyes went gold, and then he made me like freeze, and then he went and grabbed all the potions, and he put something in them, and he disappeared.
Okay. And I set the potion that she had, the last one that was
Who was
aside,
this?
and I'm like, who did this?
The little Conrins, and he's gone.
Kaz did this?
Cause did this?
Kaz did this. I know I sound crazy, but
No.
and then I grabbed the note off my glaive. He left this.
Okay, take it, and I read it aloud to everyone.
What do you... Let me see here. Da-da-da-da-dum.
I speak many languages.
You do speak many languages. Oh, good. Okay, it says in Infernal.
Infernal? Okay, yeah.
There's several syllables that they're like... If you were to say it out loud, that's what Infernal sounds like.
Can I read it and out? I translate it to common.
Yeah. What it says is, "You're far too trusting. We'll see you again soon. I have enjoyed our little few days together."
He was just sizing him up.
Roll
That's
me
all
an
it was.
insight check,
What a dick!
all of you.
He was a dick, Cat. It was terrible.
Make sure I grab the right one. There we go.
Oof.
So only Belle would get this. After thinking about this, you're like, I gotta think. Several behaviors of his kind of stand out now. The rolling, the asking you of questions, was to test your wisdom. His attack he used is wisdom based. He wasn't going to go after Aurelia. That was stupid. She has the highest wisdom of the group. And Belle and Dana are shortly after with a +2. So gauging the roll with Meredy and then the accident that she had, she was the target.
I'm so sorry we didn't see it, Meredy. That.
Well, only Belle knows that at this point.
Oh, that's true. Sorry,
Mhm.
my bad.
I am
He
sharing
was like
that with the
poking the
group.
defenses.
He was being very tactical with us about trying to figure out where our weaknesses were and when best to strike. And unfortunately, he won this round, but hasn't won the war, guys. We'll figure it out.
I knew I shouldn't have gone to sleep.
We can restock what we lost, but we can't lose each other. And I finally sit down by the fire and I'm just like this. Just
Meredy,
hmm.
none of us are hurt. None of us are dead. We are all okay. All of the things that we have lost, we can regain.
This is not your fault. It's no one's fault. It's. And Aurelia is very pissed, but she's quiet.
Dana's just like, once again, confused.
What doesn't make
Because-
sense to you, Dana, because as a ranger, you're gonna go for tracks. That's what you would do. You
Right.
would find tracks.
He
And
just
you
disappeared.
you see in his tracks the ground underneath, like you know how like when there's grass and snow falls on it, the grass is still there.
Mm-hmm.
There's dirt and it's singed.
Hmm.
And then there you see him like pacing around the campfire, and all these footsteps are there. And then nothing. Not even like a like it's like he flew away, almost.
Mm.
And that
Meredy, how
perplexes
did-
the hell out of you. Go ahead.
Where did he go?
I don't know. He just said we were too trusting.
Is there a portal? Was it? Did he
He just
Did he
vanished.
fly?
He was
Vanished?
he just vanished. I can't see in the dark that well, and
No,
he,
that's
he,
like
he
fair.
froze. I was frozen.
You said he walked into the
The moonlight.
moonlight and his look changed? What did he look like?
So I start describing like how his eyes started glowing bright orange. The picture, I guess, that we have up, I start describing that picture to them when he's cloaked and how his skin changed. And then I just put my
Okay.
head down again.
Aurelia or Belle, do y'all have
At
any
the-
idea?
At the sound
I-
of her recollection of the events and then the question from Dana, Shelby, make me our Arcana check.
I don't know.
That's not something I've ever seen.
You
either.
recognize barely the hint of the magical signature that you felt that was attacking you in the Necromancer's Tower. Magic has a feel to it, almost like a sixth sense that wizards can pick up on. And any magical creature, and even nature in some instances, leave arcane trails.
Got it.
And concentrating on your owl staff, it's like the matrix is unraveling slowly, and you feel the magical presence of that revenant.
Well, unfortunately, this seems that it is something that some of us may have dealt with in the past. It seems that we have a revenant, a large. So, fun stuff coming up for us, guys.
What's
But-
what's a revenant? Dana has no idea.
So let me give you the lowdown. I killed a revenant once, and now he comes back to haunt me.
He's trying to kill you.
He's trying to kill me. Yeah.
Dana is like absolutely fascinated. She's just like sitting there like,
Yeah, every time I kill him,
Dana's
he
like,
comes
dream
back to
job?
life to kill me.
Life's
What'd you
pursuit.
Hearing this, that instinct kicks in to protect her. So I stand up and I pick up my glaive and I'm like, not a chance, not gonna happen. So all the tears are gone.
Hey, what's
I
up?
just get up and grab my glaive and I'm like, not gonna happen.
The
sweetheart.
Revenant. He came up,
Believe
Ginger.
me, if I had known that this was gonna happen, I don't know what I would have done, but maybe
Look at
not
that
kill
Revenant.
him.
It's pretty badass.
Maybe just tie him down.
Things happen. It's okay, but we won't let anything. I won't let anything happen to you.
Thanks, Mary.
Aurelia's like sitting by the fire like this, just like kind of, I wouldn't say panicking, but thinking back to losing Juan and being
Okay,
betrayed
gotta
like
get
this,
down,
and
bud.
she's just very like, she's
Roll me-
very like her normal cheery demeanor is very, very serious right now.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Safe, so it's gonna be up here. Come on, then grab. It was like me.
Okay, you pass. So the anger, kind of like your vision gets black towards the end, and it kind of like starts to funnel into this tunnel, and all you can see is the fire. And as you watch the fire burn, you feel your anger bloom inside of you, and you're about to give in.
Dana.
I walk over
And-
to.
One sec. And then you hear a voice. Your amulet shines. It's weirdly weird how this works. Only you can see it. Only you can feel it. The voice is in your head, and you hear a very,
And I like rub it a little bit.
a very calm voice in your head. This too shall pass. Don't become the monster that you fight. Stay true, and when it is time, you will vanquish it. And you recognize the voice as Pilor.
I take a deep breath and I just, okay.
Oh, well,
Yes,
the fur
you're-
baby's hanging
you're-
out today?
you're right,
Yeah. He was just wanted attention, apparently. It was a big deal.
Sorry, got a little.
The rest of you
Wait,
kind of
there.
like the rest of you are watching as this very youthful looking, normally happy half-elf cleric sits by the fire, and her eyes grow dark until they're almost red. And this is not an effect, this is they actually are turning red. Her skin grows ghostly pale where you can see the veins in her skin. Her hair turns white. And then what you don't know is while Pelor is talking to her and she's calming down, and she is becoming more
Okay,
of herself
I will
again
be back
until
in. I'm
she
gonna take the boys
resumes
out.
her normal look.
I like shake it off and I'm like, oh, I like look up and I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry about that. Got a little away from myself for a moment.
Happens. I've been there.
Lots happened.
At this point,
Right.
at this point, I think the best thing for us to do is to move on. We need
I was
to.
just thinking
yes.
the same thing.
I
He
think it might
knows
be
where
best
we
to
are.
pack up camp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's
Yes. No.
you're only about 3 hours into an 8-hour needed rest.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll start my watch. You guys go get some sleep. I'll finish out here.
I
and then
will
I'll wake
stay
you,
with
Belle.
you, and we'll
Oh, you
switch
wanna?
out.
Well,
We'll
but
switch
Belle,
out. Two of us will stay out, and two will stay in.
Okay. So you need rest as well. We all need to be strong. But yeah, I agree. I
Well-
think there needs to be two of us.
The nice thing is that with another hour of trance, let's see, Lex, you need one more hour. Sav, you need 3 more hours of trance, and Shell, you need I think it's 1 more hour as well. Peaches, you need an additional 5 hours of sleep.
Yes, yeah. And I tell Merida, I'm like, you are okay. You go get some rest. You need to be full strength.
Lex, roll me a survival check for your watch.
There it is.
Just the cat wanted to go.
No.
Oh no.
Were you doubling up?
Oh yes.
You got, so then
Bells.
Belle, roll me a survival check as well. Well, shit. Your watch passes by unabated, no problems. Your 4 hours goes by. We are now, let's see, you finished off one and then 2 more hours. So we have Dana's watch, and then we are done with the long rest. So, or no, not Dana. You guys
Yeah.
take the rest of the watch because you need 1 more hour of sleep. So you guys switch off and take the last 5 hours
Okay.
between you and
And
Shell.
then and then 1 hour between we allow one of
Yeah.
us to go into. Okay.
It's like the first hour, like she's trancing next to you and you're watching, and then the last hour you're trancing and she's watching. But then in
Got it.
between the 2 hours, you both are watching.
We're both got it.
In that time, we've been playing chess with my little dragon chessboard.
Like watching around and like when it's like time, we're like, oh, mind this.
We got good hearing. I can hear it all.
As you guys are playing dragon chess, you hear a rumbling in the forest and this sound
Ew,
that
not
is
good.
permeating the area around you. Since you rolled such a good survival check, Belle, you douse the fire, and both of you go absolutely silent as you see the large visage, 10 feet tall,
T-Rex.
of a bog troll,
Oh damn.
walk
So close.
about 50 feet away from your party.
They don't like movement. That's what I know.
It
These are
doesn't see you.
facts.
There's no light, and it passes by looking for something to
Quit
eat.
listening to me, Chris, and the
night.
random shit I say.
It's terrifying. Slime leeches off of it
It's
into
pretty
its
close to it too.
footsteps
Where's the goat?
and burns through the snow. The smell is abhorrent.
I will not.
And
I've been being so good.
you find a hidey spot behind trees that are in next to your tent, and you watch as it passes by, narrowly escaping its notice.
No, thank you. On the T-Rex?
But finally, as you watch it run into the distance, and you keep watch for another 2 hours after that, there's no sign of it, and you see the hints of sunlight in the east as the sun begins to rise.
Rawr.
Did not like that one bit. Thank you
Rawr.
for noticing.
That was really gross. Not a fan.
That was what we call bad news bears.
So,
Bad news bears.
according,
Okay.
according to the guard, today is the winter solstice. You have to get to Ribalka today, before midnight.
Okay.
Oh,
You have to
damn.
make it to this ceremony. And Aurelia, roll me a religion check.
Fun. Blind, there it is.
You would know that with like normal local customs, evening sessions begin at nightfall and they end at midnight. So you have to make it to Ribalka before nightfall, which is, according to the guard's countenance and your tracking on the map, doable.
Soapy,
You just need to make a
hey.
survival check.
Thank you for the 100 bits. How
While
you
everybody's
doing?
breaking camp, Dana, you would go off and scout ahead.
I love that emote.
You-
Dude,
you
it's
guys
so
would have
cute. Oh,
Talked
thank you,
about
Chijo.
in the morning, the troll,
Hope you're doing well,
and
Sophie. I don't know if you're
knows
working.
that there's also evil animals in nature and monsters around. And
We got
scouting
monsters.
ahead, while they're doing this, you would probably be able to track a mile or two ahead, just to make sure there's nothing around. Your abilities to do that allow you to.
I'm
when
currently
you go to
working.
travel today,
I
you
guess
can
great
make
then.
your
Well,
survival
I
check with
hope work
advantage.
goes well, Sophie.
So
Hell
roll,
yeah.
roll me a survival check.
I
With
think I
advantage
saw
for
you on
those
like
sweet,
what
sweet
was it
ranger
on
skills.
the new Modern
Sweet,
Warfare?
sweet
Are you
ranger
enjoying that?
skills.
I like
For all
it.
of us. Sure.
Okay, so with Dana leading the way, you traverse through the plains of just south of Mokba, through the forest, and as you clear a hill that's covered in trees, and looking down, you see a town. It's about 5 o'clock. The sun's just about going down. You see that there are little ants of people, like in the distance, like walking to a main building in the center of town, and they look like they're heading to a evening service. It looks like everybody in town is
Yes,
going
loving
there.
the movement, getting
It's
coached
a very small town, probably
to be ready for
100
ranked.
people, maybe
Oh,
a little less.
nice. That's awesome. So you're
You're
just
about,
doing
I'd say, a good
are you doing Warzone or
10-minute jog
multiplayer?
to get to the outskirts of town.
I don't know if there's ranked multiplayer.
Before we do that, can I turn to Dana and just see and just ask her? I'm like, or
Warzone.
like
Oh,
look
okay.
to see if her like her
Well, I know like Jinja
powder's
and
all in
Cloud
place,
and
just to let her know, 'cause I know she's
me
uncomfortable
and Grim, like
around,
we get together every
I can just sense that she's
Saturday
uncomfortable
for
around town,
squad
especially
night. So
small
if you're
towns, 'cause I
ever
feel like the people are gonna be
available
more
on a Saturday night, if you'd like
Personable.
to squad up
personable.
with us,
Yeah.
That's
So
a
we
win.
I
have
look and I
two squads right now.
just kind of like
so
glance
you're
at her
more than
quickly
welcome
and
to
see-
join if you'd like
make
to.
sure that everything is in place, and then let her know if it's not.
Both you roll me perception checks.
Got it.
I'm a bot when it comes to multiplayer. Dude, I wish I was. I wish I was.
It's always finding these dang things when you're blind.
So, Dana, you like through your
I'm gonna
travels
assume
in the
bot
morning,
as a
trying to scout
positive,
ahead, like
if you
snow
couldn't
is
tell
kind
by
of
my
whisked
tone.
away some
I'm
of
assuming
the
it's good.
makeup on your face
'Cause
and
I'm
your
a
hands
terrible,
and stuff, 'cause
like,
just from like snow
step
falling from
dead.
trees and stuff.
Step,
There's little
step dead.
streaks, not a whole lot. It looks like
It's the worst.
your foundation will be running or something.
Mm.
Okay. I don't know if that's a thing, but it sounds like a thing.
Yes, it is a thing that can happen.
It is a thing.
As you guys are,
Mascara and
are- as
I'm
you guys
playing
are
a lot
watching
of
the
zombies,
town, Aurelia,
I've
you kind
played
of
a
take
little
glance
bit,
at her,
and
you're like, oh,
I was never a fan of zombies, but I've
you-
played, and
you
it's
kind of, how do
actually
you tell
not
her that her makeup is
the
needs to be
things that I
touched up?
didn't like about the other zombies.
It's from
I
the snow and the
I like
water,
in
you know,
this
it's,
one.
you know,
I
there's
don't think
streaks
that they're in
from
them.
the
I think
water
they
line
did a
down.
good
You
job.
just need a little bit, just a little touch up. If because I know you get uncomfortable going into towns like this, so I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
I love how
As
Aurelia,
she's-
it's like, I don't care. It's fine with me, but it's
Yeah, no,
everybody else's problem, not
she-
mine.
It doesn't bother me.
As
It
she is
really
like frantically trying to explain herself, I'm just like nodding as I'm pulling out my little pouch of powder and kind of touching up
doesn't. And
everything.
I'm like, for me personally, I love your natural skin tone, so I don't really like when you cover it up, honestly. But
it's
I
okay,
understand that it
Aurelia.
makes
It's
me
okay.
uncomfortable if we go. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
And I finish, you know, I powder the parts of me that are not covered by cloak and clothes, which is mostly just like my hands, wrists, and like my face and neck. And
Well, that's
I-
funny because you have on your left hand a leather gauntlet that covers up your hand as well. It's like a
oh, right,
glove gauntlet thing,
yeah.
and then your other hand you have a leather
Mm.
glove.
Okay.
So your hands
So
are
it's
fine.
like my wrists,
Exactly.
because like you know, my sleeves sometimes I gotta roll them up.
You don't want to make a mistake.
Right.
Mhm.
Rather be safe than sorry. It's like the things that I know might be exposed is obviously my face and neck, and then you know maybe parts of my arms. And
Yes.
I touch up
Yes.
everything, and I look at her really. I'm like, good.
You're perfect. Perfect. Much better.
Put it back in my. Thank you.
I didn't want people to see the streaks and then be confused.
Oh,
Yeah,
she-
it happens.
She cries black tears. That's weird.
Right? Yeah.
I think it's
Oh.
kind of badass.
No. Fair.
So-
But they might think I'm
Could
a
also
demon.
be makeup.
Think you're a demon. Small town people, superstitions. Who knows?
True,
Exactly.
true.
So you guys jog down to the town, trying to make it. There's a bell that's
Hi
ringing,
again.
kind
Hey,
of
how are
calling
you?
everybody in. And
I'm just
as you
missing
make your
one
way
schematic, and
down
I
the
finished
street
all
of the main
act
part of
missions.
town, you
I
realize
haven't
the
done any.
expected murmur of activity is
When I play
missing,
with the
and the
guys,
settlement of Rabalka seems
I just level
ominously
up my
quiet
tonfa, and
and
then
cold.
I
Rounding a
fuck
building, you
things up
spot a
with a
group of
tonfa.
villagers
That's it.
carrying torches towards a large stone
I'm very
cathedral
not
on the
serious
edge
in
of
how I
town.
play, so
Following, you see them rap on the doors, which are open for a
I'm
brief
alive again.
moment,
I'm
allowing a
glad.
sound of voices
Being
to
alive is
escape,
important. We'd much
along with
rather you
some
be
light and
alive than
heat
the
which cause
opposite.
the air to steam.
Not
The interior of the
unalive.
building is bathed in warm, inviting reds and oranges, sharply
Mandy beats the shit
contrasting
out
with
of
the
things
cold
with the
whites
tonfa,
and
and I love
blues
it.
of the snow and ice surrounding you in the darkness outside. You suddenly feel vulnerable, standing out here all alone. The final villagers round the bend and pass you, heading for the cathedral. One looks at you. Are you coming? One of the
Oh.
women one of the women calls, her voice suggesting that any other choice would be madness.
Oh,
I guess we should go then.
yeah,
Don't stay out here. We have to go into the cathedral. Make
got
haste.
it.
We'll talk when
Inside.
we've gained
Wait.
comfort of the cathedral.